What's up, everybody? It's your real entrepreneur coach, Arthur J. Moore. Today, guys, we're going to get into a alphabet that is dear to my heart because this is one of the alphabets that cost me over $1 million. This is the one that really hurt me, and this is the one that I struggle with. And this is the one that I know a lot of people struggle with, and because I went through it and spent over $1 million, it's just a great passion in me to teach you how to avoid this alphabet. So guys, we're going to dive straight into it. Alphabet H. Prepare yourselves. You might want to write this down. You might want to record this or rewatch it, because this video, I believe, is going to help you in ways that you never thought it would help you. It's going to help you even if you're already in business and you find yourself struggling with payroll, and you find yourself struggling with your business and you don't know why money is coming up short in different areas. This alphabet is going to help you in so many different ways if you latch onto it and learn from it, from my mistake. It is so important to hire qualified people. I'm going to give you guys a short story about hiring qualified people. And again, some of you guys may have heard that story from me when I talked about losing almost, or a little bit over $1 million. I'm not going to say almost. It's a little over $1 million in just hiring family, friends, just because. I hired them just because, no experience. I just hired them because this was my cousin, or I hired them because this was my friend, or I brought somebody in because I thought it would be a better fit financially. But what I realized in the time that I was doing that was I was just hurting myself because they didn't have any experience. And because they didn't have any experience, guess what it did? It caused me to have to bottleneck them. It caused me to have to spend a lot of time trying to teach them in areas that I may have not been the best in myself, causing me not to be able to function in the areas that I was the best in to make the company excel to the next level. And because I did that, I opened and closed a lot of businesses that I may have spent $150,000 to start. I may have spent $200,000 to start. I may have spent $75,000 to start. But what ended up happening is the companies ended up closing down because I didn't have qualified people to help with the business, put all the stress then on me, which caused me to have to what? Fall short in the things that I'm best at when they come in my company. And because I can't do that, and I left that area open because I was teaching how to do something that you have no idea how to do, it caused me to end up getting behind in the areas where I was good at, and it caused me to lose my company. What I want you to understand is I took the opportunity to write down 4 key points that I believe is going to help you with hiring people for your business, or even contracting people for your business. Okay, the 4 key points: you want to make sure that you're looking for somebody that is expertise and skilled. You want to make sure that you look for somebody that you can increase productivity with. You want to make sure that you look for somebody that fits your cultural fit. You want to make sure that you look for somebody that can reduce turnovers and cause you to not be always looking for new help, or hiring new contractors, or hiring new people to work for your business. Those 4 things will put you in a bad situation. I'm not going to say a bad situation. It's going to put you in a financial situation if you hire people to work for your company, or you hire subcontractors to work for your company, but you're not looking for qualified people. You're just doing it just because this is your cousin, or you're doing it just because this is your best friend. Again, guys, that cost me over $1 million in doing that over the last 15, 20 years of being in business. Because I always look for family and friends. And again, I look for it because I thought it would be easier because I didn't have to really look for them. I know them. We've been down through there. I've been seeing them. They've been seeing me. But I was looking at the wrong thing. I wasn't paying attention to their quality. I wasn't paying attention to if they were qualified to actually do what I am hiring them or contracting them to do. So guys, this is going to be very important. So I definitely want to make sure that you guys really tune in to what I'm going to be talking to you about for the next 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, guys. And what I'm going to be talking to you about, guys, is, again, something that was very dear to me because what I went through with this alphabet. And again, this alphabet is alphabet H. Hiring qualified people. Build a strong team by bringing on skilled and experienced individuals who align with your business goals. It is very, very important. So, okay, guys, let's get ready. Let's run down through these key points that I have put together that can help you hire the right contractors and hire the right people that can work for your business so your business can excel right in the beginning. All right. And if you already have a business and you find yourself going through this may be for you as well. You can actually take the information from alphabet H, utilize it in your business right now, and then boom, make a change right away. All right. Let's get started. The first point, expertise and skills. You want to look for expertise and you want to look for a person who has skills. You want to make sure they're qualified individuals, bring in specialized knowledge and experience, ensuring that tasks are efficiently complete at a high standard. You want to hire people, again, that is experienced. You want to hire people that is skilled in that area that you need them to be skilled in. Now, here's the thing. Here's another thing that I learned from owning businesses, opening up and closing businesses, opening up and closing business. What I learned is you don't always have to hire a person and pay them salary. You don't always have to hire a person and pay them per hour. You can hire a person specifically for a task. And when they're done with that task, you don't need them for that task anymore. You can hire them for what? Another task. That then what saves you money because you don't have to have them on a regular salary. Unless you really need them on a regular salary. But if you really need them on a regular salary, you will know. Based upon how fast they get through the task and based upon how many tasks you are giving that person. But now if you go and hire or contract somebody based upon what they say, but you don't do your due diligence to find out if they can handle the task that you have for them to do, then you are setting yourself up for failure. You have to make sure that you say, okay, give me a resume or give me some people that are some references that I can go back that you have done some work for, so that I can reassure myself that I'm hiring or contracting the right person based upon the experience and skills that I need for this position. So you think the companies that's really making billions and billions and millions of dollars is just hiring people just because? No, they're not hiring people just because hiring people just because it causes a lot of time to have to train a person, and then you're not even sure if that person's going to be there, and then you just wasted time training and you wasted money trying to get this person equipped for that position. So that's why it's so important that you look for expertise and skills in that person that you're trying to hire or contract for the position in your business. Come on, guys, listen to what I'm saying to you now. This is very, very, very important, because if you get this, this is an area that can cause you to win or lose. I'm telling you because I've been through it. It caused me to lose a lot. And so now I'm very particular about who I hire or who I contract. See, a lot of people don't feel like, okay, when you know how I do business, you know me. You know me. Yeah, that's one thing. Knowing you is one thing, but seeing the results of what you do is another. See, if you can't see the results of what you need in your business that they're doing for somebody else, and what they're doing for somebody else is helping them, then you don't want to take the time and put them in your company without results. Because it's going to be wasted time, the time we don't have to waste. You guys understand what I'm saying to you? Time we don't have to waste. So you don't want to go off of what somebody's saying, how good they are. Oh, trust me. No, you can't trust nobody when you're spending the money out of your pocket to build your business. You can't trust. Every now and then I find myself trying to fall into, okay, I know him, or I think his character is good, but no. And every time I do that, it always bites me. So I've gotten to a point now where I just don't do it. And if I choose to bring you into one of the businesses that I operate in, and I choose to say, okay, I'm going to take the time and I'm going to teach you, then it's for a business that I know that's not going to really hurt me. And it's not going to take so much of my time and so much of my income to train you in that area. Because time and money together can create a disaster for you when you're dealing with a person that has not fit these 4 key points that I'm going to give you with hiring them or contracting them to be in your business or to even be involved with you guys. So make sure. Now, this video may go just a little bit longer than normal, but if you got the time, listen to this, because this is going to help you. Make sure that you're looking for expertise and skills. You're looking for qualified individuals that can bring specialized knowledge and experience to your company. And you don't want to look for people that you're better than all the time. Because if you're better than them, they can't really help you. They can't really what? Bring specialized knowledge and experience to your business. You want to hire people in the areas that you're not that good in. Or hire people or contract people in the areas that you don't like doing. But you hire people in those areas that like doing that, and that's what they do, and they can do it better than you. And then you pay them what's necessary to pay them for that department, and you don't have to worry about that department. You can worry about what you do to keep the company building and keep the company moving forward, because now you got people in position. You got people in position that's going to take care of those things, that's going to keep the wheel turning. A lot of people say, okay, well, I'm just getting started. I can afford to do that. Yes, you can. You can afford to pay people for a task more than you can pay people by the hour or salary. So you got to find out what tasks you need. What do you really need done right now? And if you don't have the time to do it and you can't do it, then you want to hire somebody that can just do that task. But guess what? It's going to be done right away. It's going to be done quickly, causing you to do what? Focus on the next thing that you need to do in order to do what? Build your business. All right, guys. So that is looking for people that got expertise and skills. Number 2, you want to look for people that can do what? Increase your productivity. Just like you're looking for somebody who got expertise and skills, you're looking for that person that can increase your productivity. How? When you have the right people in the right role, productivity naturally increases, leading to what? Better performance. See, in your business, we all looking for what? Productivity. And we're looking for that productivity to do what? Raise. We're not looking for productivity to stay at one level, and we're not looking for productivity to go down. If your productivity is staying right here or is going down, then something is going on in your machine. And you have to go into your machine and dissect it and make sure that you have people that is experienced, has expertise and skills in that particular area, even if it's yourself. If your business is at an even keel or going down and you don't have nobody in your business, you may have to look at yourself and find out, okay, well, what is it that you don't have the skills in? What is it that you don't have the expertise in? And give it up to somebody that can actually take over that particular task that can keep the wheels turning in your business. Don't be selfish. Don't be stingy. Don't be biased. Don't be bullheaded thinking because it's your business, you got to have parts and you got to do everything in that business. No, that will keep you right here or it'll keep you right here. It won't keep you right here. It won't keep you right here. You guys understand what I'm saying? It won't keep you going up. It'll keep you right here or keep you right here. So you have to make sure that you find people that can increase the productivity. And if you're in an area and you're not increasing the productivity, then you got to find something. You got to find somebody or increase your skill level, increase your skill set in order to increase your productivity in that area of your business. Don't just stay the same. Because if you stay the same, nothing's going to change. Everything's going to stay the same in your business. And that leads to closure. That leads to failure. All right, guys? So you want to look for somebody that can increase productivity. Number 3, cultural fit. I know some of you guys may have said, okay, well, what do you mean about a cultural fit? Are you talking about nationalities? Are you talking about black, white, Chinese? Are you talking about us being the same color? No. I'm talking about your business cultural fit. Well, what is your business cultural fit? Have same values, have the same work ethic, has the same vision. If your cultural fit for your business, you find somebody with the same cultural fit for your business that has the same values, the same work ethic and vision, that is your company culture. Your company culture, when you look to hire somebody or contract somebody with your same culture, look for them to have the same values, whatever your values may be in your business, the same work ethic, whatever your work ethic is. Hopefully your work ethic is a strong work ethic, because if you have a low work ethic and you're looking for somebody with a low work ethic, then it's not going to work. And the same vision. So qualify hires who align with your cultural fit, which is your company culture. Which your company culture is what? Somebody that has the same values, work ethic, and vision. Qualify hires who align with your company culture contribute positively to the team dynamics and help maintain a positive environment. Because they know that they're not here to play. They know that I'm here to make money. I'm here to change. I'm here to solve problems. I'm here to help people with their issues. I'm not here to play around and look to get paid. I'm not here to play around and look to get a check. I'm here with the same value that you have, because I got to take care of my responsibilities. I got to take care of my bills. And the only way to take care of my bills, I got to make sure that somebody's issues is being solved. Not you just hiring somebody to be around you. And I've done this a whole lot of times too. I've hired and contract people to be around me to do what? Just get paid. They don't care about the vision. They don't care about the ethics. They don't care about the values of the business. The only thing they care about is what they can get for themselves. How much I can get paid. That's the only thing they care about. I'm here just because I want to get paid, but not focusing on the task. I just focus on what I get paid. How much I get paid. How much I get paid. I have so many different people that I have to say, hey, look, the same way you care about getting paid, that's the same way I care about the business getting done. I've said this to so many people, and if you know me, if you've done any business with me, you know exactly what I'm saying, because I say this all the time. The same way you want to get paid, that's the same way I need the task done in the business. But guess what? If you hire the right people, you don't have to say that to them. If you hire people that fit in your cultural fit, you don't have to even say that to them, because they automatically have the same values, same work ethics, and the same vision. You don't have to be sitting down challenging and talking about, hey, look, the same way you want to get paid is the same way I want my work done. If you have to sit down and talk to somebody like that, then that is not the right person. If you got to be always snooping and bottlenecking somebody, that is not the right person. That is not the right person that's going to help your business go to the next level. Because they're only there for themselves. They're not there for the vision. They're not there with the same work ethics. They're not there with the same values. They're there only because they want some money. Yeah, I know everybody want to get paid. But you cannot get paid if you cannot provide the service. And if the service is fixing people's issues, you got to care about helping other people's issues more than you care about getting paid. Because if you care more about fixing people's issues and fixing people's problems in businesses, and fixing people's problems, and fixing your customers' problems and finding out what their issues is and helping in those issues and making those issues become corrected, you're going to get paid regardless. You don't have to worry about getting paid. Because you are fixing things that people need to have fixed. You're fixing issues. And when you can fix somebody's issues, people are going to find you because they need their issue fixed. So if you just always worry about getting the money, oh, I got to get paid. Oh, he didn't pay me this week, so I ain't going to do this. Oh, he ain't pay me. He ain't pay me. He ain't pay me. He ain't pay me. I ain't going to do this. He better pay me my money. But when you come in an atmosphere like that, that is not, number one, it's not bringing good productivity. You cannot increase productivity because the only thing you focus on is money. You're not fitting into the cultural. You're not fitting into the company's culture. And a lot of times you don't have the expertise. The people that they focus on trying to get paid and want the money. What I've noticed, those people who focus on just the money, 80% of the time, they're not even specialized. 80% of the time, they don't even have the expertise and the skills to do what it is that you need done. Because they don't even have enough confidence in what they do is going to automatically bring them an increase. So that's why they try to live off the increase of your business. They try to live off the increase of what you're doing. You don't want people trying to live off your increase. You want people that can bring value to your increase. You want people that can bring expertise to your increase. You want people that can bring productivity to your increase. All those things are going to bring the money. All those things are going to bring the money. So you have to understand how to pick your winning teams, how to hire if you need to hire, how to contract if you need to contract. You have to know how to do that, because if not, you'll end up doing the same thing I did. Losing over $1 million opening and closing businesses, hiring family and friends just because. You don't want to do that, guys. I'm telling you, you don't want to do that. It's not a good feeling when you wake up and you be like, man, I just dumped $190,000 in this business. I just dumped $200,000 in this business. I just dropped $75,000 in this business, and you doing that over and over and over again. Oh man, I just borrowed $200,000. I just borrowed $90,000. I just borrowed $300,000, and I still owe the money back, and the business is closed. Because you didn't take the time to hire the right people to put in position to keep the wheel turning. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. I'm teaching you something. Last but not least, by hiring expertise in people that have skills, it reduces the turnover. Some of you guys may say, okay, well, what is the turnover? Hiring the right people from the start reduces turnover rates, saving time and resources that would otherwise be spent on rehiring and retraining people. That's what cost me over $1 million. Listen to what I'm saying. Hiring the right people from the start. If you don't hire right people from the start, this is what it's going to cause. It's going to increase, not reduce. So if you hire them from the right people from the start, it reduces. But if you don't hire from the start right, it increases. It reduces turnovers if you hire right from the beginning, or it would increase turnover if you don't hire or contract right in the beginning. Saving time and resources if you hire or contract right. It's going to increase time, and it's going to increase you giving all your resources out if you hire wrong in the beginning. That would otherwise be spent on rehiring and retraining new people. When you hire right in the beginning, you don't have such big turnovers. Real quick, I just had a conversation with one of our good friends the other day. I'm not gonna say no names. He owned one of the biggest studios in Michigan. Called me yesterday, and we talked a little bit, and he told me about over the years how he's hiring and firing. Every time he hires somebody to work in the studio, they end up building up their clientele off the studio, and they end up going somewhere else, and then he have to start all over again. He's still blessed in his business because his business is solid. His studio is solid. But he was just talking about how he got to constantly keep hiring, and keep retraining. And I said to him, I said, you know what that's doing to you? I said, what that's doing to you is it's taking your time, because every time you hire somebody, you got to train them how to engineer. You got to take money, and when you give them your time, that means you taking money that you can be making somewhere else with your time, but you giving it to them for them to not have the what? Same values, work ethic, and vision. So when you take that time and you keep giving it to them, and you find yourself keep hiring and rehiring and hiring and firing, and people leaving and coming, and people leaving and coming, your what? The turnover rates are high. So therefore, you constantly spending money, and you spending waste of time because your turnover is high, because you're not what? Hiring the right people from the start. We just had this conversation just yesterday. And we spoke, he said, man, you know what? When I really look at it, I think I might have lost over $1 million too. But the good thing about him is he never had to keep closing and opening and starting different businesses. He always had the same business for like 20, 30 years. But he loses because he keeps hiring and firing. His turnover rate is high. So what I'm looking at now, like I said to him, I said, okay, when you've been in the business for all this time, now it's time for you to do what? Start getting paid to help people learn how to be engineers. You know so much about being an engineer. Now let's not get paid just off of the engineer work. Let's not just get paid off of per hour. Let's get paid now for solving a problem. What's that problem? Some engineers may don't know how to master like you. You know how to master music so good, you can just have a class that you charge somebody $47 for a class to learn how to do this. Or you can charge somebody $97 to know how to do this. Or you can charge somebody how to become an engineer $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, whatever it is, but you can educate. And when you educate, you make large sums of income because you're solving a problem and you helping a person with an issue now. And then you still can have your studio for people that come in that's already engineers, and they rent your studio like a piece of real estate. And then you don't have to worry about bottlenecking them so much because they're coming in with their own clients, and they're not there a long enough time to steal your clients. Same thing when it comes to tax preparers. With my tax offices, I got tax offices. And a lot of times what we try to do is, when you own a tax office, you try to hire as many preparers as you can hire, so you can put them in the office or you can put them somewhere, and then you pay them a certain amount off of each tax client that comes into the office. But guess what? The majority of people, when they come in, when they work for you, they build their clientele up, and then they leave with their clientele and take some of your clientele at the same time. So you got to understand what I'm saying. You got to know how to hire, or you got to know how to contract. So now my philosophy is I don't need preparers to work for me in my office. What I look for now with my tax business is I look for people who are already experienced. They are already tax preparers. They just don't have an EFIN. And they need to work under a company, but you can't work with my clients. You can work with your own clients, but I'll supply you the software and everything that you need in order for you to make your money. And you don't be in my office. You be in your own office. You be in your own house or wherever you're at dealing with your own clients. And then I teach you how to get yourself an EFIN. And my main objective is to teach you how to be a tax company, a service bureau. And so now I make my money from helping you become successful. I help you make 10, 15, 20 times more than I make, and I just make my piece just from showing you how to do it. But it's less stress for me because now I have to walk over you and make sure you're doing this and make sure you're doing that and make sure you're doing this and make sure you're doing that, right? Because you're on your own. I teach you how to be your own service bureau. I teach you how to be your own provider. And then I teach you how to reduplicate, and I charge you how to make more money as being a tax professional. I don't want people to just come into my business, and especially that tax business. I don't want people to just come in because they're just looking to make money off of the people that I built, and they just got their hands out to get paid off of the people that I built. No. The people that I built, I'll have a specific person in place to handle them. Just like I was talking to my partner about his studio. You want to have a specific person in place. One manager that can manage the studio that has what? Expertise and skills. They can increase productivity. They understand the company culture. And it allows you to reduce turnovers. You have your one person do that, and then you have your one engineer that works for the company. Just like when it comes to the flooring company and the carpet cleaner company, I got maybe one solid person that runs our trucks. The rest of the trucks, what we do, we contract them out. We don't have to worry about buying no cleaning supplies. We don't have to worry about buying none of that because they buy all of that. We don't have to worry about paying their taxes. They pay all of that. And it takes the time and training off of me when you already got somebody professional and already understands how to do it. It takes the time off of me to do it. It takes the time off of me and my partners to do it because we already hired somebody who already know how to do it. So that's why it's so important to hire people who already have expertise. And then it's okay to have one person in the wing that you're teaching. That's not going to take all your time. It's not going to take all your resources to teach them. But you want to have one main solid person, which is your manager. I'm talking about when you're growing. You want to have one solid person, which is your manager, that can handle things just like you if you was not there. That can keep the wheel turning. And you keep reduplicating, and then you keep leveraging. But you leveraging what? You leveraging expertise and skills. You leveraging people who got expertise and skills, and you get to the point where you keep leveraging expertise and skills, then you don't have to do anything at all but just think and create how to fix people's issues, how to fix people's problems. And when you get to that person where you become that person that people want to call on, or you become that person that people want to listen to because they know that you can help them with their issues and their problems, you don't have to worry about paying your bills. Because you helping somebody else pay their bills and you helping somebody with their problems, it's going to automatically pay yours. Hopefully you guys have gotten something from Alphabet H. I can go on this subject all day long, guys, because this is one that really did some damage to me, and this is the one that really made me go to another level. Alphabet H. Hiring the wrong people just because. Hiring family and friends just because. You don't want to hire family and friends just because. You want to hire qualified people. If that's your family and friends, great. Hire qualified people because it will build a strong team by bringing on skilled and experienced individuals who align with your business goals. How you look for them? You want to look for people who got expertise and skills in that task that you need done. You want to look for people that can increase productivity. You want to look for people who understands your company culture. And with all that, you want to make sure that the person that you find helps you do what? Reduce turnovers. Hey guys, you have listened to your Real Entrepreneur Coach breakdown, Alphabet H, hiring qualified people. Hopefully this helps you. And into the next alphabet. I'll see you later.